Disclaimer: the author does not claim ownership of the documents, images, audio, music, video and other materials used in this lesson. They remain the property of the original creators, who are mentioned in the acknowledgement section of this lesson. The said materials are used for educational purposes only. Thank you very much. Module 2, Lesson 2, Computer System Tools Used in Configuration. Overview: What's in? A key to a well-tuned, trouble-free system is proper configuration. In order to accomplish this, you must start by understanding its configuration. Configuration is the manner in which components are arranged to make up the computer system. Configuration consists of both hardware and software components. Objectives: what I need to know. This module was designed and written with you in mind. It is here to help you develop knowledge, skills, and attitudes in the performance of computer system servicing. The scope of this module permits it to be used in many different learning situations. The language used recognizes the diverse vocabulary level of students. The lessons are arranged to follow the standard sequence of the course. But the order in which you read them can be changed to correspond with the textbook you are now using. After going through this module, you are expected to identify the computer system tools and procedures used for configuration. Lesson proper: what's new? To assist us in configuration, several software tools have been created. These are typically called diagnostic utilities or programs. These programs consist of software that is built into hardware drivers and components of the Windows operating system, and others are available either for free download or commercial purchase. What is it? Letter A. Prepare materials and tools used for configuration. Some of the built-in tools used in Microsoft System Configuration involves Microsoft System Configuration, Register Edit, DirectX and Control Panel Applets. Number 1. Microsoft System Configuration. This boot configuration utility allows you to set the programs that will run at startup and to edit configuration files. It also offers simplified control over Windows services. Microsoft System Configuration Utility consists of 5 functional tabs such as General tab, Boot tab, Services tab, Startup tab, and Tools tab. General tab. The General tab is the default tab in the system configuration and shows how the computer will start. By default, normal startup should be selected. List of choices for startup configuration. Normal startup starts Windows in the usual manner. Use this mode to start Windows after you are done using the other 2 modes to troubleshoot the problem. Diagnostic startup starts Windows with basic services and drivers only. This mode can help rule out basic Windows files as the problem. Selective settings starts Windows with basic services and drivers and the other services and startup programs that you select. Boot tab. This tab allows you to make the same adjustments you can make in the Windows boot.ini file without having to edit the file. It shows configuration options for the operating system and advanced debugging settings, including the following. Safe boot. Minimal boots the Windows graphics user interface in safe mode, running only critical system services. Networking is disabled. Alternate shell boots the Windows command prompt in safe mode, running only critical system services. Networking and the graphical user interface are disabled. Active Directory repair boots the Windows graphical user interface in safe mode, running critical system services and Active Directory. Network boots the Windows graphical user interface in safe mode, running only critical system services. Networking is enabled, no GUI boot. Does not display Windows splash screen when booting, boot log. Stores all information from the boot process in the file %systemroot%log.txt. Base video. Boots to the Windows graphical user interface in minimal VGA mode. This loads standard VGA drivers instead of display drivers specific to the video hardware on the computer. OS boot information. Shows driver names as drivers are being loaded during the boot process. Make all boot settings permanent. Does not track changes made in system configuration. Options can be changed later using system configuration, but must be changed manually. When this option is selected, you cannot roll back your changes by selecting Normal Startup on the General tab. Services tab allows you to enable or disable any of the Microsoft Windows services or other program services running on the computer. It lists all the services that start when the computer boots, along with their status, running or stopped. By checking the Hide All Microsoft Services box at the bottom of the window, you can see all non-Windows 51 services such as driver services and program services that are often the cause of startup problems. Unchecking a box will disable the service from starting. Warning: disabling services that normally run at boot time might cause some programs to malfunction or result in system instability. Do not disable services in this list unless you know they are not essential to your computer's operation. Selecting Disable All will not disable some secure Microsoft services required for the operating system to start. The Startup tab is one of the most frequent reasons most Windows users enter the System Configuration utility. In the Startup tab, you will be able to see the list of applications that run when the computer boots, along with the name of their publisher, the path to the executable file, and the location of the registry key or shortcut that causes the application to run. Warning: disabling applications that normally run at boot time might result in related applications starting more slowly or not running as expected. Tools tab. This provides a convenient list of diagnostic tools and other advanced tools that you can run. Number 2. Registry Editor or Regedit. The Windows Registry Editor, Regedit, is a graphical tool in the Windows operating system, OS, that allows authorized users to view the Windows registry and make changes. Only advanced users should work with the Windows Registry Editor, and administrators should always create a backup of the registry before making changes because, unfortunately, if a change is made incorrectly, the computer's operating system may cease to function. Structure of the registry has a hierarchical structure, like the directories on your hard disk. Each branch, denoted by a folder icon in the registry editor, is called a H key. Each key can contain other keys, as well as values. Each value contains the actual information stored in the registry. There are three types of values: string, binary, and dword. The use of these depends upon the context. There are 6 main branches, F5 in Windows 2000 and Windows XP, each containing a specific portion of the information stored in the registry. They are as follows: HKey classes root, HKey current user, HKey local machine, HKey users, HKey current config, HKey dyn data, Windows 95/98/me only. The Microsoft DirectX diagnostic tool provides you with information about the DirectX API components and drivers on your system. It enables you to test sound and graphics output and Microsoft Direct Play service providers. You can use the diagnostic tool to gather information about your system to use for diagnostic purposes. If you are experiencing problems when running Microsoft DirectX applications, the DirectX diagnostic tool can help you find the source of the trouble, such as incorrect versions of DirectX components, lack of hardware acceleration, devices that are not connected, and unsigned drivers. Number 4. Control Panel Applets. The Control Panel is a component of Microsoft Windows that provides the ability to view and change system settings. It consists of a set of applets that include adding or removing hardware and software, controlling user accounts, changing accessibility options, and accessing networking settings. Additional applets are provided by third parties, such as audio and video drivers, VPN tools, input devices, and networking tools. System and Security Control Panel Applets. The System and Security category is the first one in the control panel and contains all the tools that you'll use to perform system, administrative, and security-related tasks. Network and Internet Control Panel Applets. The Network and Internet category is the second one in the control panel and contains all the tools that you'll use to check the status of the network, change settings, set preferences for sharing files and computers, configure internet connections, and much more. Hardware and Sound Control Panel Applets. The Hardware and Sound category is the third one in the control panel and contains all the tools that you'll use to add and remove printers and other hardware, change system sounds, configure autoplay, manage power, update drivers, and more. Programs Control Panel Applets. The Programs category is the fourth one in the control panel and contains all the tools that you'll use to uninstall programs or Windows features, manage gadgets, and more. User Accounts Panel Applets. The User Account category is the fifth one in the control panel and allows each person to have his or her own settings, and it allows you to set up parental controls to limit the types of games and programs your children are able to use. Appearance and Personalization Panel Applets. The Appearance and Personalization category is the sixth one in the control panel and contains all the tools that you'll use to change the appearance of desktop items, apply various desktop themes and screensavers, customize the start menu or taskbar, and more. Clock and Region Control Panel Applets. The Clock and Region category is the seventh one in the control panel and contains all the tools that you'll use to change date, time, language, numbers, currency, and more.
Thank you for watching. Do not forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell icon. And also don't forget to like, comment and share. See you next time. Keep safe, and God bless.